news this morning. Juju Watkins is out for the rest of this season. ESPN's Shams Charania reporting the USC star tore her ACL just 5 minutes into the Trojans' win over Mississippi State to advance to the Sweet 16. Watkins, an All-American, a National Player of the Year candidate as well. It is a seismic loss in the basketball world as a whole. Here's Andrea Carter putting it into perspective.
It's absolutely devastating to see the injury to Juju Watkins and to see her in pain. She is so talented, so skilled. She moves so effortlessly. But even when you think about off the court, how much she has done for the community and for LA, and how much she loves the game and how much she gives to the game and to her team, it's just devastating. Juju is tough and she will be okay. She will make it through. And we firmly believe that. Whatever is on the other side of this, our positive thoughts are going out to Juju.
It has been a meteoric rise to begin her career, to be sure.
So before we continue with Juju, first I want to say this. Prayers up for Juju. You never want to see injury like this for any athlete, especially when she's 19 years old and she's one of those girls that we need in women's basketball. It happened with 5 minutes into the game. The angles look crazy. We're going to get into the coach's interview, but I do want to say this. Juju is at USC. She will have the best medical staff possible around her, and I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. It's going to take about 8 months to a year. We might not even see her play basketball next year, but we definitely need Juju back on the court. She is one of those athletes where she could help grow this women's game. We want to see good basketball out there, along with the Clarks and the Pages and Cam Brinks. And we've also seen Cam Brinks just go through this last year, and now we're going to see her returning to the WNBA this year. So Juju's going to return. She's only 19 years old. The girl's got a bright future. It just sucks that it happened at this timing, and it sucks that it happened in general. We're going to move forward to the coach's interview, but I do want to say, Juju should be in good hands over at USC, especially with the medical staff there. Get some good trainers. Take it easy. Take it slow. There's no rush, girl. You're only 19 years old, and I know you're going to have an urge to get back on the court, but hey, take it slow. Take it easy. Heal properly, and your fans will still be here waiting for you. So let's continue. Let's get to the coach's interview.
Continuing with breaking news this morning, Mrs. injured.
I mean, I'd be lying if I told you that I wasn't rattled, seeing Juju on the floor and crying. I mean, this is a human game. To see this place rally behind her, I hope she can at some point see just the significance that she has here, that goes so far beyond just her talent and abilities.
And our Hall of Famer, Rebecca Lobo, is back with us now on SportsCenter. Rebecca, what was your initial reaction when you saw this injury to one of the best players in the game?
Well, just on a human level, I was heartbroken for Juju Watkins and for her teammates and her coaches and all of the fans at USC. This is the time of year that all college basketball players work for. And Juju and USC had a realistic chance to go to the Final Four, a realistic chance to win a national championship. And you see her go down. And players like myself who have torn their ACL, the second it happens. And when I saw her and her reaction, you just knew that she knew. And, so terrible news confirming it overnight.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to replay this angle. This is one of the best angles I've seen actually at a full game speed. This looks kind of crazy.
And Juju
right here
and USC
after this
had a
one.
realistic chance to go to the Final Four, a realistic chance to win.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it one more time for you guys. I'm sorry.
To go to the Final Four, a realistic chance to win.
Oh my gosh, you never want to see that, bro. That looks crazy. And I thought it was gonna be the MCL too, because how far the knee bent. Oh my gosh.
A national championship, and you see her go down. And players like myself who have torn their ACL, the second it happens. And when I saw her and her reaction, you just knew that she knew. And, so terrible news confirming it overnight.
And you can.
So look, I've made video to it. I've already, saw it last night. It was confirmed this morning that she did tear her ACL. Or when I woke up, I saw that it was confirmed. All the angles, I've seen angles just like that, but not at that speed, and it looks crazy at that speed. I'm praying for Juju, man. This is terrible. Like Lobo said, this is terrible timing. We've been talking about Juju in playing UConn and Page and being a shootout and Final Four and getting to this moment. She's right, you know. They go all year with all the media and all the talks and all the training and all the games played and traveling just to get to a point like this. And for it to happen with 5 minutes into the game, that's probably got to be the worst feeling ever, bro. Ever. I feel bad for Juju 100%. Moving forward, this is going to be something that it's going to be in the back of her head. I don't think it's going to change much. I think she could be still a great basketball player, but there's little things when it comes to your mind that could slow you down a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to put it like that. So let's continue.
Put yourself in that position, having torn your ACL in your WNBA career. As for the collegiate task ahead for Lindsey Gottlieb and these Trojans, you know, they get that win last night. They rally around their star. The challenge even more difficult moving forward. So what impact does this Watkins injury now have on the Trojans' tournament run?
Hey, Randy, you need elite guard play in order to get to a Final Four, and you need elite guard play in order to win a national championship. And with Juju Watkins, USC had that. Now they have young freshmen who are not seasoned in terms of the NCAA tournament. I do not think anymore that it's realistic for USC to expect to go to a Final Four, especially when you look at their potential path and a potential meeting with UConn in the regional final. Juju is, so important to the success of this USC team in terms of how she scores the basketball, distributes the basketball. You see how few minutes they have played this season without her on the floor. She is probably...
And that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Juju's played 1,100 minutes this year and has only been off the court for 168 minutes.
The most important player to her team still alive in the NCAA tournament. So I feel for USC, and I really feel for their fans, and I feel for all of us in the women's college basketball community who are so looking forward to watching Juju Watkins the rest of the way.
To your point about UConn, that is a step beyond this Kansas State matchup on Saturday.
So let's keep it Juju right now. This is going to be heartbreaking for the USC fans as well because, like Rebecca said, you got to be very blunt about it. We don't know now how far USC could go. Juju is like their go-to. That's the energy in the locker room. That's the energy in warm-ups. That's the energy during the game, the start of the tip-off. You're missing your girl. You're missing one of your 5 pieces, one of your starters, one of the biggest piece on your team. You're missing her. That's going to be tough for the USC Trojans to get past this. Now, I expect them to go out and fight. Fight on. Next man up. Who's ready? Who's been prepared? Who's been working? Who's going to come out and perform and take full advantage of your opportunity? That's what's next. You know, Juju's going to get surgery. It's going to take time. And that's really it. It sucks, man, that we see an injury like this for a girl who's so young, she's a star, man. Juju's a bright star. She's a young star. In this women's game, Juju is one of those ones. She's a bright star. Got a good future ahead. And this is why I don't like talking too early about drafts. Who's coming out in the draft? Everybody's talking draft. It's 6 months ago. Now look, let's get through a season. So, Juju might not come out in the 2026 draft anymore. I highly doubt it. Not going to happen. So, everybody's putting Juju at 26 draft. This is why I tell everybody, relax. Stop putting so much pressure on the girl. Relax. Let the girl build herself and play and get experience and have fun with it. You guys putting expectations for Clark to be better than Clark, and if she's not better, it's like, stop doing that. You're hurting the girl. In my opinion, I think you're hurting the girl. So, that's really all I got, man. Shout out to Juju. I'm praying for you, girl. Shout out to Rebecca. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. I'm out.